Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Dan Hunt with JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. Today is June 18th. We're out in the park today. It's a nice, warm, and muggy day. So probably don't need a whole lot of warming up in the muscles, maybe just a little stretching. And then we'll get started. Today's content, we're going to work on some striking exercises. Kind of get some trial runs for my seminar out in New Baltimore with Sensei Fritchie's group, and then we'll do some Tensho Kata, which is a Goju-ryu, kind of like a Sanshin style kata, where it's lots of good breathing and hard uh, tension in that, but it's normally not that fast of a kata. So with that, let's get started with some warm-ups. Andy, you want me to do a spotlight, or is this good enough for now?
That's good enough for now.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. All right, folks. All right. Let's just do some jogging in place. Knee lifts. Hand to the side. Ankles up. Good. Some easy kicks. Left leg forward, front leg back leg. Itch. Knee. On. Feet. Go. Good. Switch legs. Itch. Knee. On. Feet. Go. Good. Now football kicks. Change the left leg forward. Itch. Knee. On. Feet. Go. Switch legs. Itch. Knee. On. Feet. And go. All right, just lifting to the side. Go left first. Try to keep your foot parallel to the ground. Hitch. Knee. On. Feet. Go. Switch sides. Hitch. Knee. On. Knee. And go. Good. Hips around. Switch directions. Arms around. Switch directions. Good. Twisting. Front and back. Up and over. Switch. All right, from here, just lift our hands down, lift, bring it back, lift, and down, lift, back down, lift, back down. Really tense into your shoulders and back. Good, across. The neighbor's got a barbecue going. Hope you guys ate before you came. All right, we'll just have to go take it, one or the other. Smells good too. He's got barbecue sauce on it, I can tell. And on your hip. All right, we got joining us today. Oh, it's Marty. Hey, Marty. And on your back. On your hip. All right, good. So let's step out with our right leg, stretch our groin on the left side. Okay, now let's slide it let's go the other way. Stretch the groin on the right. All right, good. Roll it over. This way. Open and close the hips. Go long. And straighten front leg. And up, other way. Open and close the hips. Go long. And straighten the front leg. And up. Shoulders forward. Back. Rotate it around. And back. All right, good. Press the fingers. 10, 10, 10, switch. 10, 10, extend. All right, twist it. Go forward and back. Make a nice big circle. Switch directions. And switch hand position. Switch directions with the circle. Other side. Release. 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 Hand underneath. Release. Release. And release. Twisting. Change directions with the circle. Change the position of the hand. Switch directions with the circle. All right, good. Shake it out a little bit. And I'm going to take this to be spotlighted. All right, so I want you guys to come up here. We're gonna work partners a little bit, but we're gonna try and work our striking capability with our punches and other parts of our arms. Let's hit things in a powerful manner. Okay, so first thing is just a standard gyakuzuki. One of the things that I know that we tend to do when we spar with folks is we do this popcorn punch where we're pulling it back before we finish the weight, just the weight drop with the punch. So what I want you to do when you do this reverse punch is I want you to push with the back leg, close the hip, and I want you to sink down and drop that punch. Drop that punch. Don't pull it back until you're done dropping the weight. Okay? And then pull it back quick, but I want you to drop the punch. Same thing with the jab. So after this, we're going to jab. After this, the second punch is going to be a jab, and I want you to do the same thing. So think of this as, Dirk, can I use you for a second? And just your hand, two hands. So one hand's going to be here, the other hand's going to be here. Okay. So what I want to do is distance-wise, I don't want to be right here on him. I want to be there. Firm that felt. And then on the jab, same thing. I want to be punched through the punch there. So 1, 2. You can hear that. Okay. If you hit Makawari board, that's how you should hit the Makawari board. You just drop your weight into it. Thank you. Okay. We're going to do that with pads, Dirk, so you don't have to worry about it hurting your hand anymore. Okay. But let's do that just in place for now, and then we'll grab the pads and do that with the pads. So facing this way, come on up more so I can almost see you. Okay. So from here, in, let me get on my left side. So I want you to drop in with your right side and reverse punch and drop your weight and feel like your foot is driving that punch. Okay. And only extend it to the point where you can still tense this pectoral muscle and this lat. Once you start going beyond that, now there's no resistance to the impact that comes back at you. Okay. Now ready? Itch. Okay, without doing this, it's from underneath. Okay, so let's go back to the reverse punch. Now let's do the next one with the jab. Knee. Sun. E. Go. Rip. Stitch. Touch. Don't look away. 2. You. Itch. Knee. On. See. So Peter, one thing that concerns me, and I know this might not be something you might not be able to do. Can you turn that foot a little bit more and not let that foot, knee and foot collapse that way when you punch? See how you're coming off the outside edge? Go shorter. Go shorter. Turn the foot more forward. There you go. Even shorter. There you go. Turn the foot more forward. There you go. How's that feel? All right, horrible. All right. Now punch and yeah, that's good. Good. Now push it in without letting the heel come up. Okay. All right, here we go. From the standing from Kamai. Ready? Itch. Without letting it come this way. Knee. Tongue. E. Go. Stitch. Touch. 2. 2. All right, good. Switch legs. All right, so Peter, one of the things about you'll need on test is you have to be able to adjust your body type. Okay? So that means, if that means you got to go a little shorter so that everything stays kind of aligned because your flexibility is not as good with this ankle or that ankle, depends on the ankle, right? Then the shorter it is. But you got to be able to make it as powerful as you can with your limitations, okay? But try not to let that outside edge, and maybe even a little narrower for you. Yeah. All right, here we go. Drop it in. Pitch. Knee. Sun. Oh, hit it. Squeeze. I don't like that one. Go. Oh, hit it. Oh, hit it. Okay, so when you hit it, be here. When you're here, now think, put it back to my back. Go. Yeah, there you go. Did you feel your back foot with that one? Okay, so that's how you should feel it. Yakuzuki. Edge. Knee. That's it. Tongue. Go. Stitch. 2. Chip. All right, good, yummy. All right, so let's get a pad. Actually, 2 pads per group. And I know the folks online aren't going to be able to do this unless you got a Makawari board at home. Hey, either of you have one? Marty? I think Marty might be the only one that might have.
Got a punching bag.
Oh, punching bag. There you go. Get your punching bag out. Okay, so Mijo, can I use you for a moment? Okay, so same sort of thing. Hold this one this way and this way. And your job is to don't let it smack you, right? But my job is to go through the pad and maybe finish about where her hand is in the end of this pad by moving down into this. And then coming back the other side. Let's see. That's better. Okay, so you can see and hear the boom, boom, like you're just beating the wall with a bat or a big hammer. Boom. Okay, so try and get your body weight through it. All right. So one low, one high, and then we'll go the other side. And folks online, if you got a punching bag, do that. If not, just try and keep working the drop weight with the punching. Okay. Pitch, knee, sun, ski, go. So this here is moving too much for him. There you go. Pitch, pitch, hutch, two, two. All right, so Peter, I think actually, if you could bring this about the same distance as these, because you're reaching for this one. Yeah. Okay, one more. Pitch, knee, sun, ski. All right, so Tony, can I use you for a second? So when you're hitting these pads here, if you overextend, what's going to happen is that the pad itself is going to be moved out of the way like that, and your hand's going to end up over here. Okay, so I want you to still have a control of how deep you go with it. So only as deep as his back of his hand. Okay, so I don't want you to try and hit him with this. Okay, I want you to go and drop your weight into the back of his hand. Okay, same thing his side. Okay, all right, other hand. Pitch, knee. No, you're good. Actually, you're too far away. Yeah, there you go. Done. All right, so stick your hand out. Okay, now come closer. See, that's the back of his hand. As far as you want to go. Okay, see that distance to that? Pitch. There you go. Now the other side. Yeah, there you go. Pitch. See, you're still punching way back here. Pitch. Pitch. Two. Two. All right, good. Other person. Any questions online? So what we're trying to develop is the feeling for dropping weight, dropping weight, dropping weight, pushing, getting that punch, moving at speed and making impact by choosing the distance that's about 3 inches behind the actual contact point. Okay, Mijo, can you actually hit this one without dropping it? There you go. Okay, too much. All right. All right, here we go. Katsuki and then Katamazuki. Pitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Hook. Too far away. So if you're fully extended and and you don't have anything left and his pad's here, his pad should have been there. So you're moving his pad about 3 inches. Move in just a little bit more. There you go. Good. Edge. There you go. And you know, it's okay to be firm with this, but you don't have to be rock solid. You know, go ahead and let it move a little bit, but I want you to kind of give it something to push back on. Edge. There you go. Edge. 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 Two. And you. Good. Switch arms, switch legs. Again. Check your distance a little bit. Make sure you got about 3 inches of extension when you touch it in a tate zuke position. About 3 inches of extension. There you go. Ready. Hitch. Knee. Okay, so you don't have to overextend. As long as you make that 3 inches of contact, that's enough. That should be enough. Sun. Shi. Yep. Rook. Pitch. Hutch. Ku. Ju. All right, good. Yummy. All right, so next. Man, I got a bruise on my hand from somebody hitting me. Who was that? Who did I let hit me in the hand? Probably one of you three. Nice. I got to remember not to do that next time. All right, so the next one, go ahead and put the pads down. So the next one we're going to do is an uraken. Okay, so uraken, in order to develop this uraken, the elbow has to come toward the target and slightly past the target, so that when it rotates through it, it goes through the target. So if this elbow, Miho, can I use you for a moment? So I'm not going to actually make big contact with this. I just want to demonstrate it. So from here, if I leave my elbow pointing at the target, I run out of bend. Okay, so I have to come past the target so that I can hit through the target. There. Okay, there. Okay, so you can feel even just the easy slap version of that can make some pretty good impact. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to come up here, push that elbow toward the target, and then send. We're going to bring the left hand back here and send the wrist out. Okay, now what I want you to do when you make this impact is I want you to let the wrist pivot so that the knuckles become prominent. We're not trying to hit with the whole back of the hand. We want to hit with these two knuckles, like the upper agetsuke, right? So I want to hit with these two knuckles so that it fits like right here in the side of their neck. Okay, so from here it's going to pull in and pull this back. Okay, so this elbow's got to go slightly past the target and then in. Okay, and again, it's going to be drop the weight. But this one here is going to be more of a snappy type technique, but you got to get through the target. Okay, so you're going to let their body stop the attack. Okay, all right, here we go. Couple of these without the pads. Ready? Itch. Knee. Sun. E. Go. Stitch. Hutch. Ku. Ju. All right, good. Other side. Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Okay, so, and then come right off of it after you drop your weight into it. Chi. There you go. Go. Hook. Stitch. Hutch. I like that one. Go. Chip. Good. All right, good. Both sides? All right, you'll get a pad again. You only need one on this one. All right, ready? Same sort of thing that I was showing you when I was holding the pad. Go left leg forward, hold it on your right hand. Okay, and put your pad about even with the side, this side of your neck. So even with the left side of your neck. Okay, so they get a sense for how much, and I want them to go through it about inside of your right shoulder, on the inside, not on the outside. So you don't have to go that far, but inside of your right shoulder. Okay, and when you're doing this, I want you to squeeze your armpits and your shoulders, and I want you to squeeze the pad with your hand so you're not getting this knocked all the way over. Otherwise, you can hurt yourself with the pad. So you want to have a little bit of pec, a little bit of delta, a little bit of hand or lats, and then squeeze the pad. Ready? Pitch, knee, sun, shi, go. Good. Other leg, other hand. Ready? Pitch. Okay, pity pat, pity pat. Okay, drop your weight into this. Hey. Sun. So you're pushing a little bit. Shi. That's better. Go. Not better. See if I can make it move differently and let you see it. You feeling it? Can you hear it a little different?
Yeah, and also you're moving. You've got a better drive.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So yes, better drive is always a good thing. Okay, let's do two more. See if you can get that. Itch. That's better. Itch. Itch. Okay, so I think one way to help yourself is hold this back and then as you hear your close, then open the chest and close the back. Yeah. So you get more of the. So you're thinking, I think, just hand instead of thinking every chest. Okay. So let's go over here, Tony. Right here is good. Right here. Okay. So when doing this, you want to think, open the chest. Open the chest. So even if you're keeping this left hand back, okay, really getting this chest open and tightening the back as you're doing it. Okay, two more for Peter, and then we'll switch sides. Okay, ready? Itch, knee. That's better. Sun. Not quite, not quite. So you close it, and then open it, and then bring it back again. Go. All right, switch sides. All right, ready? Here we go. Going again. Keep a little bend here in your elbow. Grip the pad, and then tight here, tight here, tight here. Okay. Give them something to resist against. Itch. Knee. Sun. You're hitting it really hard. Boom. More. Okay. Itch. Yeah, there you go. Itch. Now try and tie it together with the. Okay, so it opens, close it back up again. Itch. Itch. Two. Two. Right. Good. Switch legs, switch hands. Ready. Same thing. Itch. Neat. Okay, so you're doing a good job of turning this way. Okay. Come center here to the. Okay, and a little bit sideways so that they can see her. There you go. So So you're doing a really good job of getting this turn, right? But what I'd like to see is more this. You don't necessarily have to turn your body a whole lot. There's a little bit of tip turn, but I want to see more back tightening when you make the final technique. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Hitch. Knee. An. Chi. Go. I like that one a lot. So be careful to not wind it up this way. It's hitch. Coup. Two. One more. Joe. There you go. All right, good. All right, back the pads off. All right, so striking with the fist from the back fist, the Gyaksuki, we can always add in the Tatezuki and the Urazuki. What I'd like to add now is just an uppercut. We don't do an uppercut in any of our katas at all. But if you think about it, Peter, if we're inside here like this, Peter's got me here, wham! That's a really good technique when he's on the outside. And if I add the Maroki Uki look to it as well, that's even better because when I come on the top, come back. When I come on the top, that opens up his neck here to be struck in a nice pressure point type manner here. Okay, so let's do some uppercuts. And what I want to try not to do is wind up and swing. All right, don't want to wind up and swing. This just comes from here, maybe more of a standing. I got one foot slightly in front of the other, and I'm going to push the hip, and I'm going to pull this left arm down. Okay, so from here, actually pull the right arm down a little bit like you're pulling on top of their arm, and then up. Okay, ready? And a big hip rotation. Hitch. Hip. Sun. Chi. Go. Switch legs. Same thing. Ready? Hitch. Un. Chi. Go. Good. So I think you're reaching an awful long way, and I think your stance is really long. Okay. Remember, we're here, right? This is like the distance for this is the same as bro hug distance. We talked about that, right, Peter? So we talked about that. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay. If I keep myself here, there's my elbow, there's my uppercut. Anything more than that starts to really want to just be turned over and roll it over into a regular straight punch, maybe even something from underneath, but that's still okay. So I want something kind of close here, about this far away. So if you were going to make a bicep, right about there, just a little bit less than 90 degrees. Okay. All right, let's try again. There we go. Hitch. Knee. So feel the weight of your back foot falling into the back of that punch. Okay. Hitch. 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 Okay, so why you look over there? Okay, so that's why you miss. Okay. Hitch. There you go. Hitch. Good. A little bit too long. Short. Hitch. 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 It's okay to look at it. Hitch. There you go. Hitch. Hitch. Good. There you go. Good. All right, so come look here just for a second. Tony, can you kind of face this way? Okay. So watch. Go a little shorter again. watch Tony's hip rotation. He goes into the Gyaku Hamni position from here. He's all the way turned over here to deliver all that hip and all that back leg drive. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Okay, hold it on the very end of that pitch. Okay, see how much hip turn he gets out of that. Okay, and go back to the start. And his comes down a little bit and then comes up. Notice he's using the back leg to drive upwards. Okay, so it's a really good way to push. One thing I would adjust, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but if you can, try not to come up on the ball of your foot. Just makes you a little less stable. If you can sink and push and keep and push your weight through your heel, that way that impact would continue to go into the ground. Okay. All right. Get your partner again. Bad. Okay. So uppercut again. So see if you can make some good impact on this particular uppercut. Okay. Ready? Much closer. There you go. Pitch.
I'm gonna have to switch my.
Bad wrist? Oh, on one sideways. Okay. All right. A little closer. Okay. And try to start from here. And then you come down and up and rotate your hip. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Pitch. Hip. Bang. Shi. Go. All right. So try not to extend it all the way up to here, like your what's that cartoon guys, the Morphin Power Rangers, right? They're up here like this. So this is just, it's about here. So think of their chin. You want to go maybe 3 inches through their chin, right? Pitch. And think of that front hand coming down into the center of your chest, pulling down nice and strong so that when you pull this down, you can move their head too. Pitch. There you go. 2, 2. All right, switch sides. Same person, ready?
Yeah.
Take stand that side, that's fine. Pitch. That's it. Dirk, I like that. Nip. On. She. Go. All right, good. Other person. All right, here we go. Ready. A little too high, Dirk. Yeah, about your size. Yeah. Okay, but remember, you got to be a lot shorter and closer, and you got to really throw that hip up. Pitch. There you go. Hip. On. She. Go. All right, this way. Hook. Pitch. Touch. 2, 2. Good. Switch legs, switch hands. Same thing. All right, here we go. A little bit shorter, Miho, so you can get higher, right? Pitch. Oh, don't hit Dirk in the face. Hip. Done. She. Go. Good, yeah, man. All right, so last one, and we'll get into some Tensho. Last one we're going to do is kind of a Haito type technique, but I want you to hit more with your forearm and this bony part on the inside of your thumb side. Okay, what I want this to be from here is it's going to come and flip this way. This elbow is going to come out, and I'm going to do this Gyaku Hamni again this way. Okay, so come, Dirk, can I use you for a second? So this, I won't actually hit them, but I'm going to show the path of it. Come this way, just a smidge. Okay, so from here, he grabs maybe here, I'm gonna come down here, and this is gonna come around and to the side. Okay, so from here, 1, 2. Okay, so from here, you notice when I pull down, he kind of comes forward, right? So that means I have to come down on this. Okay, so back up a little bit. So from here, all right, so this is coming out and around. You can do it straight this way too, but this is probably not, all you're going to do is a glancing blow here, okay, or maybe thumb into the eyeball type of thing, okay. But if you want to hit back side of the neck here, you got to come slightly around and down, okay. And again, you can go from the wrist all the way up to maybe 4 fingers up from the wrist and this nice bony part. So turn that over like this so that you're hitting that. Safety wise, you could hit like this, boom, you know, but from actually doing this, well, I want you to do this. So we're going to do that with a pad, obviously, so you don't hurt somebody. But let's try that Gyaku Hamni with the hip here. And it's going to have a little bit of a slight lean to the left here. And this is going to come from up to down. Neat. Done. See. So really think maybe even pulling that arm down with your left arm. Okay, they grab, you're going to pull it across slightly so it basically takes their body from here to here, or actually from here to here. Yeah, that's how it's going to end up when they pull it this way. Okay, so pull it, send it that way. Etch, knee, sun, she, go. Good, switch out of the side. Ready. Etch. Okay, so you're kind of going straight in. I want you to come more from the out. So I want you to start here, then come down in. So from here, it goes out and down. Etch. There you go. Etch. Etch. Ku. Two. All right, get a pad. So again, this is one you want to drop your weight into. Miho, actually, Tony, can I use you for a second? So this is one I want you to drop your weight into. I want this pad to be up here and have a little bit of an angle up from the pinky side up. Okay, so from here, I want to come down and into this thing. Ready? Okay. Notice I'm not actually going way over here with it, but I am dropping weight, and pulling down from my shoulder, my pecs, the whole thing, and I'm using the rotation here and making good contact. Okay, so try. All right, here we go. Itch. Knee. Sun. Oh, I like that, Peter. She. Go. All right, switch hands. Ready. Itch. Snip. Sun. All right, so you're doing a nice rotation, Dirk, but you're ending up falling backwards. You're extending. It looks like this. You're going here and you're rotating, but then your front leg's coming back like this instead of letting your front leg drop your weight forward, okay? Couple more. Itch. There you go. Even the first one felt really good, didn't it? Hey. Sun. Okay, so you're ending up about here. Try not to end that far. Edge. That's better. Two. Two. All right, good. Other person. Ready? Pitch. Snip. All right, so you are very flat. Very flat. That's why it's just sliding right off. I want you to have the angle of this pad of your attack. It should be that attack angle, not very flat, which makes you slide off. Okay, so come more down. Pitch. Almost. Snip. Done. There you go. She. Go. Good. Right, other side. Oh, I know. Slightly bent with these pads is a really, really good thing. And also that gripping it is a good thing too, because that tightens your arm a little bit to make it so it doesn't just fall away and get yanked over the other side. Ready. Pitch. Snip. All right, so you're doing very flat too. Okay, so you're kind of coming here and it's just sliding right off. So more top to bottom this way, come a little bit more down. Pitch. I like that better. Snip. Yep. Tongue. Ski. And go. All right, you like that one? Last one best?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, good. All right, pads away. All right, any questions online or comments, or Miho's got a question? Yeah. Yeah.
From the ground. Right?
Yeah.
And the connection, right?
Right.
And, hip rotation.
Mm-hmm.
What are I have to think of, like a connection, right?
Okay.
Connect the muscle,
Mm-hmm.
and then hip rotation and what speed or
What else? Oh yeah, speed. Yes. Yeah, very much speed. Because at the point of contact, you want to have the most speed, because the impact equation from physics, 1/2 mv, right? Okay. So very important velocity, very, very important. So your mass is a little smaller than most, right? So you have to have lots of speed to make a good impact. Okay. So from here, the speed has got to be there, but then you also have to be able to generate the resistance to the impact coming back at you. Okay. I'm not suggesting you want to lock everything out, because when you really want to hit somebody, it's very different than kumite. Okay. So kumite, can I use it for a second? Kumite. Okay. Hold hand up. I'm not going to hit it at all. Ah, I stopped right there. Okay. Hold it there. I'm going to miss it on purpose. I'm not stopping here. I'm continuing through and letting all this drive, all this hip rotation, all this mental intention, going through the target. So it's a choice. I make target here. I can connect. If I want to actually hit something, I don't necessarily connect here. I just let it go. I just let it go. And what's interesting in kumite is if those folks that don't mind hitting, they're a little faster than you, because they're not trying to stop. So you got to be careful when you're playing with people that don't want to stop and they just want to hit you. Okay. Sorry, did anybody online got a question? Marty, Andy, all good? Okay. All right, good. All right, let's go do some Tensho. So as you know, Tensho is a Goju-Ryu Kata. So what leg do we start with? Right leg. Always starts with right leg in a Goju-Ryu Kata. Okay. Okay, from here. Okay. First move, stepping out right leg, 2 Uchiyukes in a Sanchin Dachi. Then bring your left hand back. Okay, the first move, we get a little closer to the screen here. Okay, we're going to turn this over and pull. Then we're going to cut the top off. Push from the chest, roll it over, pull back to the hikite, push down. Okay, so let's go back to Double uchuke. Pull the left hand back. Turn it over. Catch. Pull to the hip. Cut the top off. Chest. Push up. Pull it over. Pull down. Push down. Palm heel. And one more time. Double uchuke. Pull it back. 1. Slice. 2. Chest. 3. Pull it, turn it over. 4. And push down. So each of these would have an in and an out. So here, let's go back again here. This is in and out finish. This is a hold. Then this is an in. Then this is an in two. Out. In. Out. In. Wrist up. Out. Wrist out. Notice my elbow doesn't move. And wrist in. Okay, so up, down, over, and across. Do not let this elbow swing, swing, swing. Okay? All right, so let's go back to the beginning. Push. Tensho. I'm in your mirror. Itch. Hold. Now the first two are together, both in. Itch. Knee. On. E. Now go left hand. 1 uchuki. Itch. Knee. On. E. Go. Now both hands. Itch. Knee. Catch. Ice and push. Itch. Wrist up. Wrist down. Wrist out. Wrist in. Okay? Questions on that so far? So these, the elbows stay tight. The elbows stay tight. Don't let these elbows go into hugging mode or keep them nice and tight, okay? All right, and then the breath is very, very low in the belly and has the first two movements of catch and slice are both in. This is the out. Then in, then out. Then in, out, in, out. And when you make this to the wrist, to the side, the fingertips are facing inward and the thumb is like this. Okay? And then this. So the fingers are bent slightly so you can get the most wrist bend as possible. Okay? You make this straight, this wrist bend is not very tight. But if you make that, the fingertips or the fingers a little bit bent, you can get a nice, good bend in your wrist. Because all that muscle in here to extend your fingers, which is right here, limits your wrist bend. All right, let's go again from the beginning. Eyeball. Tensho. Itch. Knee. San. E. Go. Rock. Itch. Knee. San. E. Go. Itch. Both hands. Knee. San. E. Go. All right, next move. Elbows stay where they are. The arms come out and hands come over the top. Palm or fingertips are kind of facing each other, coming to the middle here and angled forward about 45 degrees with your hands. All right, we're happy. Okay, so it comes over the top. Okay, now your left leg forward, right? Now I'm going to take and Palms up as I step, then palms back down again, same position. Okay, right hand up, left hand goes underneath, all the way around, right hand is on top. Then I'm going to switch, left hand on top, come all the way around, left hand on top again. Bring it in, and then empty your air on the end of this, and then finish. Okay, so let's go back to the end of this. So double uchuke, right leg forward, catch, slice, push, pull, push, up, down, out, in. Now let the arms leave the elbows where they are, come over the top, 1. As you make the half step, as you get about halfway up, your hands come up, your palms come up, 1, and press down, 2. Then right hand up, left hand goes underneath. Right hand is towel. Switch. 2, 3, and plus. Okay. Do the whole thing. All right, ready? Plus. Tensho. Itch. Knee. On. See. Go. Itch. Knee. On. See. Go. Both hands. Itch. Knee. On. See. Go. Itch. Knee. Right hand up. Left hand underneath. Itch. Right hand high. Now left hand up. Right hand underneath. Left hand high. Finish. Emma. Questions online? Andy Lim looks like he's got one.
Yeah. Could you just you're stepping back in Sanchin Dachi between the two Wahukis, or as you're stepping? I didn't get the timing of the Wahukis and the stepping back.
So you finish the Wauke as you finish your feet. So from here, let's say, so I'm here, right? Okay. So I'm going to start here. So as soon as my stance starts to build with this squeeze, that's when you finish the Wauke. Then bring it here. So this part here coincides with the end of these palms. Okay? That make sense?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Marty, question?
Sensei, could you just review that first open hand motion after the hand gets pulled back, just those first two?
Okay,
I got the
so,
slice, but trying to get to that first one.
all right, so Marty wants me to review the first moves after the pull hand back. Okay, so from here, step out, double uchuki itch, then pull back. Now here I'm going to catch this way. Okay, so palm is facing the front, my thumb is out. It's like I'm catching somebody's arm this way. Okay, pulling their arm down. From here, then I go around, slice, and then push. Okay, so this slice, this is like the Haito that we did, but boom, like that. You know, like you're swinging a bat this way. Boom, boom. 1. Here. So I'm gonna actually the movement of this has the wrist pivoted like this, so I can catch them in the back of the head. So from here I'm hooking the back of their head. Boom, boom. So think of this, Peter, can you share a second? Okay, so you're gonna just go with me, okay? So from here, I'm gonna pull, push, right? So I'm gonna go the back of his head, boom, boom. And then from here,
I got it, Sensei. Thank you.
all right. So trying to hook the back of his head with after the first one. Okay. All right. Thanks, Peter. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it. Good work today. Thank you. Us. And we will see you on Tuesday next week. Okay. All right. Thanks, folks, for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Sensei.
All right.